Nigeria's leading small-medium enterprise-focused financial institution, Fidelity Bank, in partnership with Africa Youth Entrepreneurship Organization, one of the largest entrepreneurship networks in the continent, has consolidated efforts in scaling enterprise development in Nigeria. Amongst the various initiatives in place is the planned 2017 Networking with the Giants Conference, scheduled for 30th November, to which a press conference was hosted to give further insights on. President of Africa Youth Entrepreneurship Organization, Mr. Somi Smart Francis, spoke briefly on the vision, collaboration with Fidelity Bank, and focus of the conference.
You see, as we said the word marriage, this marriage has been existing. I'm sure a lot of us have seen the AYE reality TV show, which is showing across 9 TV stations, both cable and local TV channels. Currently, it has attracted over 33 million viewers, and it's now the biggest entrepreneurship reality show in the world. You see, we are following your trend. Like you say, when you do it best. We also, because if you look at other products and other reality programs out there, you find out that they empower 1, 2, they empower a pair, or they empower about 7. Nobody empowers 500. You can go and prove me wrong. There is no reality show that does that. So, and no reality show screens 35,000 people to pitch business ideas. So we thank God that we've been able to be broadcasting that, and Fidelity Bank also played a key role in that screening process. At the same time, they brought some products and services that could aid and assist startups to the screening centers across the regions of the Federation, where SMEs could easily get the necessary things that are needed for your business. So, the second version, which is the grand finale at the Networking with Giants Conference, where we celebrate these entrepreneurs. You see, at that conference, there's a couple of things that happen. It's an evening of glamour, business, networking, and entertainment. You see, with AYE, entrepreneurship advocacy is very key. Gone are the days that we will put people in one room and we just start dancing and dancing. I'll be watching that on our TV channels for 2-3 months. Africa needs to wake up. Entrepreneurship is the only way out. And now we need to preach it and take it to people's door. And our youth of today, you know that a lot of things has corrupted our mind when it comes to entertainment. So we really needed an atmosphere where business and entertainment could meet, where entrepreneurship and entertainment could combine. At the same time, if you hear the word networking with the giants, what we then do is that we bring in business giants across the continent to network directly with these entrepreneurs. Hear me and hear me well, directly, which means no protocol is observed. You see, I've been to so many conferences where you pay $10,000, $20,000 easily to attend, and you hear things like how to make $1 million in 1 week. You cannot preach me how to make $1 million in 1 week. That is not what just the entrepreneurs of African entrepreneurs need. We need both knowledge and the faith, practical. If I see somebody who did it, then yes, I can. The moment I can sit with Alaji Dangote and he drinks from the same glass of water like I'm drinking, is human being, yes, I can. You give them hope, not just knowledge. The moment you can bring a business giant and is networking directly with these guys, they can see for real, if this man can do it, yes, I can. And that is what we are doing in that conference. Secondly, in this country, in this continent, Nigeria itself is the flagship. Protocol is too much. PA has PA. So how do you see Oga? That day, we will push all the PA to the side. Oga is here.
The Managing Director, CEO of Fidelity Bank, Mr. Nnamdi Okonkwo, on his part highlighted why the bank was passionate about small-medium enterprise development and the value placed on the African Youth Entrepreneurship Organization Networking with the Giants Conference.
It's not about giving people money. It's about teaching them how to fish instead of giving them fish. Only last week, we concluded yet another session of 500 youth in Port Harcourt. Mainly we go to other campuses or people who have just graduated or are about to graduate and run with partners to teach them skills that would actually make them stand on their own. And the testimonies have been wonderful. We've done the same in KB, We've done the same in Anambra. We've worked with Empretech as well to empower 750 entrepreneurs. The one of Port Harcourt last week was 500. We just keep doing that. But why are we doing that? Giving people money does not solve their problems. Teaching them how to make money does. At least it helps them. And what is the result? If you do this, you'll be stimulating employment. And you'll be releasing the creative energy of youth, which is something we're very proud about. It will lead to poverty alleviation. And of course, poverty alleviation dovetails into wealth creation. It gives food security for all of us. Because when people are hungry, they begin to think of vices. Therefore, apart from food security, empowering the youth also brings about security. If you think about carrying guns to go and shoot somebody to collect his 10,000 naira, and you also think that using an opportunity, you can make 1 million naira, why do you need that 10,000 in the first place? So it also discourages crime. Then we talk about GDP growth. People don't know, it's a sum total of goods and services that you produce in an economy. So if you have all this youth not producing anything, how can GDP grow? So what we are doing and partnering with AYE also contributes to national growth. People must realize that as organizations, as companies, we must support the government of the day. And when you hear economic recovery and growth plan, it is not only when government takes money and shares to people that you witness growth. What we are doing today is also supporting those growth aspirations so that people can do things for themselves, prosper, grow, and then it will be to the best interest of everybody in the economy. Now, having said this, why are we partnering with AYE? I just mentioned a few other organizations we've partnered with. We have partnered with organizations. In some cases, you empower 500, 750, 1,000 people. But we have not partnered with any other organization that has 12 million members across the continent. When you hear 12 million members, you probably imagine that, oh, Fidelity will lend 1 million naira to these 12 million people. No, we're not lending money here. We're empowering people, teaching them, giving them access to market, giving them access to network points, giving them access to opportunities that ordinarily they will not have. And that's why this issue about networking with the giants comes up. Now, AYE has pedigree as a leading SME and youth empowerment organization. So why don't we then latch onto that to contribute to this process rather than just giving people pittance? I was very pleased and happy to be a guest judge on the pitching sessions they had, where young Nigerians, creative energy, came together to present what they can do or what they could do, and they were giving grants, 500,000, 1 million, 200, all sorts of funds, and you just saw the joy. It was such a joy watching what young people can do. You ask yourself, if nobody gave these people opportunity, what would they be doing? They'll be honing their skills to kidnap all of us. They'll be doing wrong things, using their skills to look for how to defraud banks. They'll be doing the wrong things, laying people on the road. So who is going to give them opportunities? It's not everything that we should expect the government to do for us. The government's business is to provide infrastructure, security, governance, law and order, so that the rest of us should use our creative energy to support what governments at different levels are doing and to empower the youth. And we found these qualities in AYE. So partnering with them just came naturally for a youth-friendly bank, SME-friendly bank, with a massively youth-passionate organization.
Mr. Nnamdi Okonkwo, MD CEO, Fidelity Bank, speaks further on why small-medium enterprises are top priority to the bank.
You must think of whatever you want to differentiate your services as an institution. We are very passionate about SMEs. It gives us joy to watch people who have supported go from startups to become giants and corporates.
So it means we're getting something right, and we'll continue to do it once we're getting it right.
As Nigeria braces up for the Networking with the Giants Conference 2017, the president of the Africa Youth Entrepreneurship Organization shares the value of the event.
There is one thing about meeting your role model, being able to mingle with him, being able to interact with him when it comes to the African entrepreneurship atmosphere. The thing is that we don't just need business knowledge, we need a lot of business faith. So by the time I can mingle and sit with this role model of mine and I can drink from the same glass, then I understand that he's a normal human being like me and I can share with his success story. If he can do it, yes, I can. That's the first thing. Secondly, also the networking among thousands of other entrepreneurs under the umbrella of the AYE organization is very, very different. We're looking at successful entrepreneurs, we're looking at beneficiaries of the IN program, we're looking at people who have been able to make an impact in their own small little space. So from their challenges to their success stories, there's a lot to learn.
What we've done is come up with a program called the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Program Africa. And in different countries, it takes a different perspective. So in Nigeria, it's called the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria. In South Africa, it's called the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs South Africa. In Kenya, it's called the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Program Kenya, and so on and so forth. Every year, we search for some of the most innovative programs and projects across the continent. Is it big enough to move your particular, for example, in Nigeria, is it big enough to move Nigeria forward? Is it economically viable? Does it have an innovative angle? What we do believe is not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur, and that's the truth. So as an organization, we came up with tools and measures to be able to identify people who have the ability to become exceptional entrepreneurs, people who have innovative ideas that are able to grow these economies to the next scale. And through these programs, we've successfully done that and identified. In the conference that we'll be having November 30, we'll be showcasing the 500 entrepreneurs who have qualified through the 2017 program, and we make it a public affair to celebrate them and basically mark the next level of entrepreneurship in a particular country, simply because we do believe this business that we've influenced will be able to greatly contribute to not just the GDP of Nigeria, but create millions of jobs as we move forward. And this is a lifelong program. It will go on 100, 200 years from now, keep on evolving as the organization continues to grow.
Africa has been described as the last frontier market in the globe, and the pathway to its transformation is economic empowerment. With the partnership between Fidelity Bank and Africa Youth Entrepreneurship Organization on the Networking with the Giants Conference, focusing on solution to poverty in Africa, it will drive enterprise development, which is a strategic step in raising young business leaders that can create jobs.